Now it's just waiting on the thing to start. Hey everybody, it looks like we're live. Let's do an audio test before I switch to the stream and do an intro. So, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to watch now, and I'm gonna turn my audio on, and I just need everybody to say hello in the order that you'll be introduced. So that will be Marcus, Merahim, Althea, Akka. Or Akka, Althea. Just to see if I can hear you.
Hello.
Hello.
Already out of order.
We are. And also, I don't think I can hear anyone.
Alright, hello.
Who has it up? Because I see that there is one other person watching. Is it one of you?
I have it up, but I have it turned really low. I can hear myself through the stream.
Okay, can you hear me, Nathaniel?
Yep.
Okay.
What about me?
Yeah, I heard Aaron. I just heard Aaron.
Connor?
What about me? Hello?
Yeah, I heard Connor.
Ian?
How about me?
Yeah, gotcha. So everybody's hearable.
Okay. Nice. Hopefully that means we'll have audio this session. If not, that'll be weird, huh?
Have we been losing audio on like multiple sessions,
Most
or
of
was
them.
it just the weird one?
Most of them. Hey everybody, welcome to the Sunken World Saga. This is a Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition live stream where we have 16 characters. Don't worry, they're not all here tonight because we have 4 groups of 4 characters played by a total of 8 players. Oh gosh, are you okay, buddy? My dog just jumped onto the couch and was super loud about it. Sounded like he was in pain. Tonight we go back to the Order of the Lion's Hope. And they are going to introduce themselves to you right now. Starting us off, we have Marcus.
Hey, I'm Aaron. I'm playing Marcus Dubrow, the Circle of the Moon Druid, an all-around, all-right guy.
After Marcus, we have Merahim.
Hi, I'm Ian
Well,
Donovan
right,
Highland. I'm
switch
playing
to-
Merahim, the divination tiefling wizard, and all around stick in the mud.
Okay. And after Merahim, we have Akka.
Hey guys, I'm Nathaniel, and I am playing the half-orc monk Akka.
And finally, we have Althea.
Hello, I am Connor Tolt, and I am playing Althea, the half-elf storm sorceress.
Okay,
Now partially a warlock.
that's right. Those are our 4. The Order of the Lion's Hope is a order of knights within the Hallandor Empire. They operate out of the temple of a outlawed god in the city of Lysaray. The Temple of Tytir, the lion-headed god for which they are named. Our particular group of lions have just followed a lead to try and figure out something called the masquerade. The masquerade. This entailed Akka winning a number of large purse fights at a fighting pit for some of the city's rich to gamble on the punches of, buff boys. And we return to Lysaray as the Lions return to the Temple of Tytir. So this is post winning. You all have all of your money, and you are aware that you now have some downtime. So if you all want to, oh hey, there's probably characters on this screen that aren't really there. Let me get rid of them. But you all have just returned from the fight pits with much heavier purses. You know that you are going to have these 4 nights of downtime, I believe. 4 days of downtime, you believe? before anything else that you're supposed to do. But for now, you're in Dungeons and Dragons time, baby. Dungeons and Dragons, go.
Forgot we were loaded.
Are we loaded? Are we drunk? Is that what you're saying, Connor?
Hawk, I have to say that was very impressive.
You're just excited that you won all that money.
I did not see that coming. That was a lot of money.
Well, you didn't see me winning?
No, I bet on you, so clearly I saw you winning, but I didn't really think you would just annihilate that guy as well as you did. That was just, like, devastating.
Well, honestly, it was not fair. I put in quite the amount of time in the ring. I'm sure they are much greener than me.
Well, you clearly showed that, didn't you?
Yeah, Miriam, I was just wondering, actually, that, you're the kind of wizard that can kind of see things into the future, and we were just betting a lot of money back there. Why didn't you check into the future to make sure that was going to happen?
Well, you see, the flow of time is fickle, and I can, see flashes and moments, but actually predicting things substantially is always going to be risky. Also, I forgot to.
Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah, well, I'm just thinking if in the future, we're going to be betting lots of money, then, you might be keen to just take a peek, see what you can glean.
Yeah, I'll see if I have a spell for that. I don't think I do, but
Yeah, all right then. I mean, I'll just trust Aka, like I did anyways. But just in general, it'd be a helpful
Yeah.
thing.
Oh yeah. That's why I made him so fast.
Yeah. So what are you guys going to do with your days off? I guess we're walking forward while we're having this conversation.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna take Clyde out and have some good times and just enjoy the city as much as I can. Be honest, I'm sick of always being at work.
Oh yeah. Yeah, me too. I think that I can turn into a bird now, so I wanted to try out that for a little bit.
You weren't able to turn into a bird before.
Yeah, nah. You have to be a certain level of connected with the all, to turn into creatures that can fly. So, yeah. Anyways, I want to try that out. What about you, Althea?
Oh, well, I had this really weird dream last night, and I woke up with, I healed you this morning. I think there's some other new things that I can do that I'm gonna try and maybe play around with.
Yeah, sure. Sounds good.
I think she would say I can do this, and I'm gonna look like I'm gonna cast Ray of Frost, but I'm gonna cast Eldritch Blast to just hit the ground right between them. Don't really. And I forget, Ben, how did we say that was gonna look? Was it? I think it shows up like a streak of lightning, and I think it has like a lion's head or a lion's roar whenever it strikes. It's really weird. I don't. She's really beautiful though. Actually, Uncle Merahim, I was gonna ask if you could do some research for me Or just help me research some stuff. Um,
Well,
she's oh man,
that was
her name was
my own plan, so I am happy to put your list onto my own.
Put
Yeah.
your list onto my own. Put your list onto my own. That's Merahim's hit song. I'm back. That was my way of announcing that.
I feel like Merahim is played by, oh god, what's that actor's name?
Well, he's played by you.
Ian
Yes,
Donovan Highland.
but in the movie, he's played by. You keep going. I'm gonna shout a dude's name out. In a
Yeah,
second.
find your name with SAG and then tell us that.
Ben, how did we say my Eldritch Blacks were gonna look again?
It is the first beam is like a lion, and you only have the first beam for now.
Okay.
Like it's a running lion until it hits, and then it is revealed to just be a single concussive blast.
Okay.
That was like
Wait.
hidden in the frame of the lion. It just looks like a lion running.
So I only have one because my D&D Beyond says that I have two.
I'm pretty sure that it is affected by your warlock level. I mean, I could be wrong, but
It's a cantrip, right?
Yeah, it's a
yeah, but I'm pretty sure that
cantrip.
being a warlock specifically informs those spells, doesn't it?
No, it doesn't. Cantrips scale with total level.
Oh.
So, like, if somebody
Alright,
takes a
yeah.
dip into wizard, they can do crazy shit with
Okay,
a
then.
cantrip.
Yeah.
So
Then yeah, you do have the two.
dope skis. So
You also have a cub then.
what does the second one look like?
Second one's the cub.
Oh, that's so cute. Yeah. So I guess two of them came out of my hand whenever I shot it between you guys, and there was the mama lion and then a little baby lion that followed right after, and they like get right between your legs.
Yeah, and the two guards who are standing, who are not the two that you have interacted with every time that you've come and go from the temple, they both go, "Ah!" when they see this spell and sort of lower their pikes, ready to spring into action, but then they realize that it's you all.
Come on, Althea. We're all off duty right now. There's no need to start doing battle.
Yeah, we should
Yeah.
not go to
I'm
war.
gonna- Yeah, I'm gonna wave them. Sorry, haven't really got quite a good handle on it yet. It's new. My bad. But yes, Uncle Merahim. So, the thing that I need you was crazy. Last night's dream. I fell asleep and then I was woken up, but it was like still like I was in a dream. I was in the clouds, and there was this beautiful woman, bright red braided hair, gray skin, and her name was Desdemona. I think she was a giant. I was wondering if you could look into that for me.
I can.
Or point me in the right direction. I don't want to put stuff on your plate, Uncle Merahim.
No, I can certainly look into that. I was just going to do a little other research. So.
Well, if you're doing other research, I guess I'll just go with you, and we could study together.
Yes, that would be lovely. And quiet. We will be in a library, so no shooting
Oh.
lion cubs at anything. Yes?
Oh, so you can't check them out and go to the local cafe.
It's very inefficient. You want to be there so that you can cross-reference. It's very exciting stuff.
Oh, yay.
Yeah, I think we're all just.
Well, I guess in we
Yeah,
go.
okay.
Yeah.
And you all go inside and have a quiet evening if you choose, or you can just go straight to the bars. Straight to the bars.
Straight to the bars.
Quiet evening?
I would very much like a cup of tea at home.
All right.
Yeah, Marcus will go to the bar too.
I think Althea might I think Althea might try and go ahead to the libraries and maybe get a head start tonight.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the system of libraries in the bulk of Hallandor, for people who are not Merihim, because he is so well known at the libraries that he kind of operates in them as like a library in the real world, is essentially that you can try and find volumes for a very long time, but it takes a incredibly long time. Or you could ask the librarian for help finding books on a specific subject, and they can produce a list for you. Which I guess is not unlike a real library. Just not, they won't give you the Dewey Decimal number.
I think she would probably ask about burial rites for giants.
Okay, make a...
Actually, I think she would probably cover up what she, like, the specifics, because she's very unsure of things right now. So, just burial rites of, like, different races that aren't, like, the quote-unquote normal, I guess. Because, like, I'm sure there's, like, a lot of information on, you know, elven and human and, like, orcs and halflings, because, like, they're, like, your day-to-day races, I guess. So, like, the more crazy ones.
Okay, make a deception check.
Great. Does the librarian find me attractive? Oh, wait, no, I think that's only for persuasions. Right? Or is it just charisma-based checks?
It is for persuasion. The librarian does not find you attractive.
Yeah.
He is a pursed lip elf who is not entertained by you interrupting his reading.
Ooh.
All right, a 14. Okay.
I was gonna say, well, Althea wouldn't be rude about it. And then I was like, no, Althea would probably definitely be rude about it. Would not wait for him to stop at the end of a paragraph.
I believe I have a book that would be of interest to you. Let me go and get it. And he gets up and he walks away.
Oh, well, I mean, you don't really have. I mean, you could. Okay. Yep.
And he goes and he makes a big show of it. He's being very dramatic about the fact that he got up and left his book. He returns with a thin gray book with like a yellowish binding. He drops it in front of you. Yes.
While he was gone, could I have looked at his book?
Sure.
What was he reading?
He
Reading
is reading.
Smite?
Huh? It is not
He reading
smut.
Smite?
He is reading like it's like a David Foster Wallace book, but with thous instead of you.
Okay.
Like he's reading like it's a style that I don't think you've ever picked up. I don't think anybody in the party would have read it because you all are like busy. This is the book. He's reading post-irony. That's the point. If Merihim saw this book, he would flip his shit. Hate it. Just hate it. But you see, you know, it's that kind of stuff. And then you take the book from him, and it does not have a title. When you flip it open, it has a subtitle, and it is simply Burial Rites of Yorn.
Oh, okay. Burial Rites of Yorn. And I guess I'll spend some time reading it. I don't know how much of it I can read.
Okay, yeah, make an investigation check.
Do.
Also, I will say, just for fun, what I read of Infinite Jest I really liked, but I didn't finish it. I'm not trying to say that it's bad.
15.
15? Yeah, you get through a good amount of it, actually. And what you actually find is that before the giants went into hiding, their version of burial, at least for most of the giants, is pretty similar to what they do in Yorn now, which is if you are a sort of standard person in a community, if you are a person who is, beloved but not of super significance, you are put into a cairn for about a year, and then you are burned. So that cairn can be dismantled, and the stones can be used to build the next person's, or build something else. Or that spot can be used for something else. It seems like the giants were actually the originators of that, because their bodies were so big that the decay of about 4 years was enough that it would fertilize like a great bunch of land, and then they would take it out and let people farm there. And then the Yornish stopped farming when the giants disappeared. So it seems like the burying for a time and then burning, and you find that usually that burning accompanies, like there will be sort of a wake, and then the person will be burned with a few things that are very important to them. For people of importance in Yorn, and this one doesn't seem as tied into the giants, but it does seem like there is like a preparation that their body goes through, and they are burned either at the top of a hill or being set adrift in water in a boat.
And is that like waiting as well?
Sorry? Can you say that?
Is that like
They wait for a
that
time,
a-
yes. Yeah.
yeah, do they still wait for the year in that one as well?
Yes, they do. Usually their cairn is built with no decoration. Like it is against the laws of Yorn to decorate a Jarl's cairn.
Okay.
But that's most of what you find that you feel like is maybe useful or interesting to your purposes.
Okay.
Aaron, you should have control of it now.
Got it, thanks.
Marahim, you enjoy a nice spot of tea.
And a good book.
Yeah, what type of tea does and it's not post-ironic, it's ironic, thank you. Do you what kind of tea does Marahim enjoy?
I think he's a bit of a tea connoisseur. I think tonight, after a long day of grifting, Medahim was most likely drinking something, probably like a mint tea. Very simple and homey,
Mm-hmm. Very Marge's husband. All right. I'm gonna stop making those jokes until Wednesday. Okay, so Akka goes. Oh, Akka, you just returned. Are you just rabble rousing in those taverns, or are you seeking something out when you're going?
Rabble rousing for sure.
All right, make a rabble check.
Okay.
I think that's wisdom. I'm just kidding. I'm just joshing. Yeah. Hey, you roused some rabbles. Next. So it becomes nighttime. Marcus, did you go with Akka, or did you have a quiet night in?
Yeah, I mean, if Akka, I don't know, it seemed like he wanted some space for a little bit last time we went out, so I might go out to my own bars and maybe we run into each other. Maybe we don't. I don't know. But yes, I'm also rabble rousing.
Okay, yeah. All right, well, you all
What
have
time is it
quiet...
when I finish reading? Sorry.
Yeah, what is it? Sorry.
So what time is it when I finish
Oh.
reading?
It's like 9:30.
Would I think that that's too late to go see the commander?
I don't think so. Nora, he keeps long hours.
I'm gonna go stop by his office after I read.
Alrighty, let me go to that page. I think again there will be some tokens that are not there. Indeed. And you.
But it's like the world exists when we're not in it.
I'm glad that not Akka, you, Nathaniel, are learning about object permanence. I'm fetching your token. But you enter, and he's got it propped open like a little fire brick. That's a brick to stop fire, not
Okay.
a brick of fire. Come in.
I'm not interrupting anything, am I, Commander?
I'm reading some reports. What is it?
About what we talked about last time. Over the course of today and last night, I've been keeping an eye, like you asked. And I think I can very confidently clear Akka, at least. He seems to still fight the same, and last night when he was telling his stories, I would interject with things that were not quite correct, and he would either correct them or, in true Akka fashion, embellish it a little bit further, but would always pick up on when the part of the story that I was saying wasn't the truth. I'll be with Uncle Merahim tomorrow, so I can vet him at that point. Just wanted to give you an update.
Thank you. It's good to know. I'll be honest, I'm not the most suspicious of Mary. I've known him longer than you. I think if he started acting strange, I would notice. But thank you. I look forward to your report.
Also, just curious, any update on, any lightning weapons that we have lying around?
Yeah, I managed to find one.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's pricey.
What is it?
It's a dagger.
Ooh. I like those.
Yeah. So if you manage to scrape together about 900 gold.
Oh, yeah. I'd walk up and I just pull out a pocket of gold.
Oh. All right then. Yeah. Tomorrow morning, quartermaster should find you and give it to you.
Right. Thank you, sir. One last question, and then I'll, be out of your hair. Mama doesn't happen to be here, is she?
Not at the moment, no.
Darn.
She was going to go to Javenna next, but that seems unlikely now.
Oh, because of the war.
Aye.
Well, if you talk to her, tell her I said be careful. Not that she isn't, but also, tell her I said hello.
She can be a little reckless.
New things. She can be, but she can always handle it.
Could say the same about you,
all right.
kid. He gives you a light smile and then kind of goes back to reading with purpose.
All right.
Because you know that you've known Norik your whole life too.
Yeah. All right. Night, Commander Norik. If you need anything, obviously don't hesitate to ask, because I'm your employee, but also,
Yeah, if I need anything, I won't ask. I'll command. But okay.
Yeah. Well, I meant outside of work. business stuff, like, just, someone to talk to,
Thank you.
A hug anytime. Not that, you need those, but, if you ever want one, yeah, all right, I'm just going to walk out.
All right. And I have to ask, does Althea reach out for Desdemona at all when she is studying those giants? Like, does she let Desdemona know through the tenuous connection that she now feels through this strange magic? Does she let her know, like, she's curious about anything?
I mean, yeah. I mean, I guess, like, while she's studying the things up, I don't think it would be at this point yet, like, a conscious thing that she does, but, like, I feel subconsciously she's, I guess, reaching out. Not as like, hey, I need your help, because I don't know if she knows that she can do that yet. But she would be like, man, it'd be really nice if, like, I had somewhere to start with this. I wish I could talk to her, because I don't know if she would know that she could.
Yeah. Okay. Then I think as you drift off to sleep, you begin to hear some violin music. And again, you find yourself among the clouds in a sort of half-dreaming, half-awake state. And you turn over and you can see the tall, muscular, red-headed, grey-skinned giantess playing a fiddlin'.
Oh, hello again.
Oh.
I know you said you were going to give me, a little help. For helping you out with this, but I didn't realize, how much help you were going to be giving me. Those abilities are. I've never felt anything quite like that in myself.
Well, the only other person I am able to speak to since I became as I am now. He has very strong feelings about making sure that work is never done for free. So I will give you as much aid as I am able.
Well, I appreciate it. So I did find a little bit of. I didn't know much about, burial rites for giants, and I found a couple of things. Is there, it says that your rites are very closely tied to the Ornish. I didn't know much about those. A little, but not much. But is there, like, how do I construct one of these cairns?
That will not be necessary. Most giants have found a place below the ground.
Oh.
They were buried deep by the Dalrothi, and the rest who have died have laid beneath the ground for some time. All it would take, I think, is to burn a small piece of those of us, not born of fire, and they would begin to burn. Our brothers and sisters of the flame are lucky. They reached our father the moment they died.
Don't mind if I hope you mind if I ask this, but if they're already below the ground, how am I supposed to get a piece of them to burn?
She kind of looks at you for a second, then she says, I'm sorry, the abilities I can give you don't include, digging, but I think that's your best choice.
Oh, okay. Um, all right. I can do that. Do you have any guidance for where I should start my search?
Um. And she kind of closes her eyes. There are not many beneath the shroud. Most that have died recently. But there is one close to the shroud, near a cluster of mines. To the center point of your empire, at its northernmost point below the mountains, there is the body of a storm giant. She is not buried deep as far as giants go.
All right. Um, what was her name?
I do not know. She kind of seems like she's thinking. Has been dead for 200 years.
Oh,
Our bodies take some time to leave.
well, I will find her and I will send her off properly.
Thank you. And because of the nature of our agreement, I would like to be transparent. Are there questions that you have for me?
Oh, um, I mean, I have loads of questions. Um,
Well, I can answer a few.
I'm sorry if this is blunt, but are you also dead? And if so, is your body one that I need to find?
I am between life and death. There is work afoot to ensure that the living will survive and inhabit a better world soon. My friend found me as I lay dying, my side tore open by the hammer of the Ryoth. And he promised to ensure that I could survive. Because most giants' souls have passed on already. Only those I seek to help are still here. But he cast a spell that sustained me. And so I am not dead. And when the new world forms, I will have a body again. And there shall be more giants born in this new world.
You keep saying a man found you and cast a spell. Who is this man?
He is a half-elf. His name is Caladrius.
Oh, son of a biscuit.
Nice.
That is what I was thinking. That was me, not Althea. Uh-oh.
Kim possible.
It's actually Go-Go Power Rangers.
Oh,
a lot
okay.
of people think it's Kim Possible though.
My bad.
We can tell who the Zoomers are.
Oh, well, I guess, you're being very transparent with me. I guess I should be very transparent with you as well. Um, oh my. The people that I work for, they're actually, we're kind of working against Caladrius.
Oh,
Um,
I was aware of that.
oh, and you're still willing to help me?
Yes.
Oh,
Caladrius does not believe you all to be bad people. From what I have seen of you, you are not a bad person.
truth be told, I don't. Caladrius saved 2 of my friends yesterday, and I don't find him to be a bad person as well, but the things that he's working for, yes, they're to save this world, but a lot of people will have to die for his dream to be accomplished. And that I cannot stand for.
I understand.
Who are we as in me and him, to decide who is worth bringing to the next world and who is worth being left behind?
I
But
understand your
I
point.
promise you, here and now, I will, along with trying to, well, not trying, but along with performing these burial rites for your fallen friends, I will work hard myself to try and find a way to bring you back to this world. Because I know he promised you a body in the next, but I can't let the next world come to be. So I will find you one here, no matter how long it takes.
I appreciate you saying so. And I understand your perspective. Even though you are wrong. But I thank you. You have a kind heart. And she goes back to playing the violin. And it's the morning time, baby. Let's do some downtime activities. Hey! Dungeons and Dragons. You all meet up for breakfast and talk for a second as I go to the restroom.
So, boys, how was your night out?
Oh, it was fantastic.
Yeah, not so great, actually.
Oh,
Huh?
what happened, Marcus?
Well, I just don't really remember it that well. Did I see you last night, Edgar?
Oh, we crossed paths.
Oh no. Edgar, I'm afraid I said some really horrible things to you last night then.
Well, if it makes you feel better, you were saying horrible things to everyone when we crossed paths.
That does make me feel better, actually. Thank you. Yeah. Oh, but your night went well?
Yeah, I also, there's a good portion of the night I don't remember, so I call that a win.
Yeah, and then lots of fun at the library then, I suppose?
Oh, last night I had an evening in with a good book and a cup of tea. It was riveting.
Yeah. Well, that's great. Ooh, yeah, I'm just gonna drink this coffee, I think, and I might go back to bed for a little bit, actually. So, all right, see y'all.
Have a wonderful day.
Yeah, and Marcus stumbles off, a little hungover.
All right, hey, morning time, breakfast time is over. It's time for activities. Who's going first? Do we want to roll a d4 and see who gets the highest?
Sure, we can do that.
Yeah, I think that's fun.
All right.
It's
I'm going
Althea.
last.
No, I'm going last.
Well, no, you all go against each other.
Oh, I need to roll a
Going
d4.
second to last.
Okay, so
Oh.
it shall be Althea first. This first portion of the show is me and Connor talking to each other, and then it will be Akka, and then Ian, if you want to roll a d4 to see who will go first between you and Marcus.
He beat me fair and square by rolling 2d20s.
You got 22.
Sorry, I was rolling
Okay.
my portents.
So it will be Althea, Akka, Marcus, Merahim. Okay, so Althea, are you what? Just so that I remember, can you say what you want to do with your solo downtime? Oh, you do get your dagger. So let me. You get a dagger that is basically, it's shaped like a falchion, but very small.
Ooh.
And you notice that there is basically the symbol of Dior, the god of the sky in Hallandor. His lightning bolt symbol is sort of the crossguard of this dagger. And when you touch it, you feel like you have just shuffled across a carpet with some socks on.
Ooh, cool.
That's just
cool.
the whole time that you touch it. That's what it feels like. It is just call it a dagger of shocking. And when you attack somebody, you have 3 charges. And with each charge, you make them do a charisma saving throw. And if they fail, they will take 3d8 lightning damage.
Nice.
But then the dagger does not reset those charges automatically. You gotta roll.
Ooh, okay. Charisma save, 3d6.
And I'll put that in the chat while
Lightning.
while you tell me what you're doing with your downtime.
I would like to think that Althea was probably like sleeping like really hard. Having violin music play 2 nights in a row. That's very melodic and very beautiful. So she's deep sleep and gets woken up by the knock on her door. So when she answers it, it's like Anna in Frozen when she gets woken up and her hair's like all crazy and there's like drool coming down the side of her face. I feel like that's how Althea wakes up. And she's like, oh. She finds the dagger and gets like super excited. We'll spend an hour getting attuned to it, or well, like doing the ritual thing with it. Do I have to be attuned to this dagger?
I don't think you have to be attuned to it to make it your ritual weapon.
All right, dope skis. But I'm gonna do that.
It doesn't require doing it as a weapon.
Okay. I'm gonna make it my packed weapon. So I'm gonna have it in my hand, and then I want to like bamf it out. And then I want to bamf it back in, but I want it to like change shape. But I would think that Dior symbol would probably stay
It does, yeah.
the whole time. Cool.
And also, I forgot to mention it does 1 lightning damage permanently, and I checked
Ooh.
my notes again, and I crossed out the 8 and put a 6. So it's 3d6, not 3d8.
Oh, I wrote down 3d6,
Okay, cool. I misspoke.
but it always does +1 lightning.
Always does 1 lightning damage.
Yeah.
So on a hit, you do 1 lightning damage. It does not grant you any other bonuses
Cool,
to
cool, cool.
damage or hitting.
Yeah. Just the lightning.
Yep.
Cool. And then I want to, for like my solo, I want to like practice some of my new magic. So like I guess I would probably go to We passed like an area where they were like training on targets, correct?
Yes.
Um, I want to go there, and I want to practice with my Eldritch Blasts. Throwing those out.
Sure. I'll switch us to the training ground in just a second.
Cool.
Okay. And you go there, and I'm sorry, I have to let my dogs in. The issue with having 2 dogs is one of them will want to come in before the other dog. So, describe your training as I let a dog inside.
Okay. I think I would just like line up like in the center of like one target. So that's the target. That would be the center. Well, actually, I guess that would be between the two because I have 2 shots, and I want to like fire one at each, and then I kind of want to like roll to the next 2, like go down the line of like trying to just fire them off as I go, and like being super maneuverable. Yeah.
All right, I'm back.
So I'm gonna like be going down the line, like doing rolls and things, like practicing combat maneuvers of like dodging and being like acting like they're fighting back and like trying to be evasive. I want to throw out my dagger or my Eldritch Blasts, and then so like I'm gonna practice ranged, and then I'm gonna get up closer and like bring out my dagger and like slice through them, and then roll away Eldritch Blast some more, and then roll back in, summon my packed weapon, but this time it's like not a dagger, but like short sword or something. And I want to like and just start hacking at them, and then right before I roll away, I want to practice this other new cantrip that I got, Thunderclap, while I'm in between. I'm in between 2 of the targets, and then I think I would probably do it. I think she's super sassy, so instead of it being like a clap, she would just snap one finger and have it do it, and then that loud thunderous sound would be heard from all around. And then
yeah, you have to snap both. So you have to snap with both hands, though.
oh, okay. So then the sword is gone, and then I'll snap, and then roll away, and Eldritch Blast one more time, and then I think that's probably she'd be like, okay. Yeah, and she's gonna look at the targets and just smile at her work. Yeah, it seems like enough for today. And then I'm gonna go get cleaned up and meet Merihim in the library. And whenever I get back to my room, do we have like bathrooms in our room, or are they like communal showers?
There is a shower, but they are all stalls.
All right, so then I'm gonna go take a shower, and then whenever I get out,
it's like a hot steam thing. Like, you all have learned being here, like, yeah, this is a extremely hot shower because it is pushed through like those air vents that they had at Roman baths.
Okay.
Can I? Could I use prestidigitation on like the shower head and chill it, so that way it's like kind of cooling the water down a little bit?
Yeah, you could. It's not a shower head. It's more like there's just a bunch of holes in the roof of the little stall that you're in.
Yeah. All right. And then whenever I get out, I'm gonna walk up to the mirror with like my towel around me, and I'm gonna like prestidigitation myself dry, and then I'm gonna look at myself in the mirror. And I'm gonna think, feel like I need a new look. And I'm gonna play with prestidigitation to like change my hair up a bit. Try a bunch of different styles, making it all super curly, uh, leaving it all down, and then I'm like, oh no, there's like way too much hair for that. And then I like put it all up in a ponytail, and I'm like, no. And then I'm gonna settle after a few different style changes. I'm gonna settle on half up, half down, but 2 space buns. And then I think I'm gonna go before I meet Marahim in the library. I want to go to like a tailor, and I want to get my dress tailored to now be like a crop top, and I want to go out and like find some like blue leather pants.
Yeah, you find those super great.
Yeah,
They're not like leather, but they are.
they're like pleather.
No, I mean they are made of cow skin. It's just they don't look like they're not like shiny leather.
Okay,
They're like arbor leather.
cool.
Except they don't give you any bonuses to AC. Okay.
Yeah.
Then we'll do the Marahim stuff together. So, Akka, what do you get up to?
More of the same.
Just rabble rousing? Make a rabble check.
Yeah. I'm gonna
Roll for rabble.
Roll for
and
it.
I think in general he's gonna look for a place where there's a lot of like sing song, and like the people in the bars like to do some singing.
Wants to do karaoke, is what you're saying.
Yeah, basically. But it's like
Karaoke, which
old
doesn't
worldy,
exist.
fake medieval kind of karaoke where people are just singing songs about how they survived a plague or something.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, you rouse some rabble, and where you go is Old Roosters. The spot where they're always happy to sing.
Where everybody knows
The song.
your octave.
Where everybody knows the song. Yeah, you walk in and everybody goes, Orc!
Only half.
Just kidding, they don't do that. But yeah, you go in and you raise some rabble, and this tavern is loving it. This tavern is enjoying the hell out of some Akka. Is that all that you would like to do for the 4 days? You just go around raising rabble?
Honestly, yeah. He's trying to pretend like he's not a soldier.
Gotcha. Yeah, I think people enjoy it. I think more than a few tough guys start to try to pick a fight with you, and then maybe get talked out of it when people really take a hard look at you.
And once they realize they're actually trying to fight my orangutan friend.
Yeah. Where's the big fella? You there, Clyde. But Akka raises a hell of a rabble. Marcus, what would you like to do with your time?
Yeah, so I have a little bit of a shopping list that I'd like to get done.
Of course.
The main thing is I'm looking for something that will allow me to speak with animals more freely. So I guess I would look for some sort of magical place,
Yes.
and looks like I'm already here.
Well, you could talk to the quartermaster, and being so busy, he kind of just like quickly is like, I don't know, I just had to find a dagger in a day. Go, Old Eagle.
What?
The Old
What was
Eagle.
that?
The Old Eagle. Go to the Old Eagle. It's a wand shop.
Oh, the old eagle. Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah, all right then. It's not Marcus from before. I didn't bother you today. I'm gonna go on over there.
Not you. Other people are.
It's fine. No, good luck. And I'm gonna go on over to the old eagle.
All right. You go over to the Old Eagle, and when you open the door, who's inside? Why, there is a dwarf behind the counter. Very thin for a dwarf. Very trimmed beard for a dwarf. He smiles as you enter.
Hello. I'm Marcus, and I guess I'm looking for a wand. You have that sort of thing here?
Yeah, we got wands here. You looking for
Oh,
a
great.
wand?
Yeah, I'd like one that could help me speak with the animals.
Ah, yeah. Hmm. Couldn't interest you in a wand of fireball, huh?
Yeah, nah. Uh, that's all right. I think that my companions might have liked that, but really, more of a chatting with the animals kind of guy.
Right, gotcha. That'd be expensive.
Well, lucky for me, I just won a whole bunch of money. So,
All right.
yeah, great.
I mean, I don't doubt that you could pay for it. It's very expensive. Most of my stuff is designed by a wizard who mostly deals in the elements. So, I know how to use them. I know how to fine tune them. But he's the one who puts the magic in. I can't. It's a bit harder to do stuff like that. I've got one. It's just expensive. Feels weird asking for it. But let me go get it.
All right.
He goes and he digs under this desk, and you see he pulls out like what look like those cases that they put necklaces in, but like a little bit longer. And he just keeps pulling them out, and then he finally gets one, and you can see it is made out of like a cherry wood, and it has like antlers carved into it along the side as a pattern. All right. And he puts the others back, and he comes to stand in front of you again.
Choice. Yeah. This is exactly what I was looking for. Yeah, and if you have any favors that you need done, and you don't want to charge, an arm and a leg, I'd be happy to do that. I'm a bit of an adventurer, so.
As a matter of fact, I was thinking about asking that myself. Let me ask you something. You a patrician?
Yeah, nah. I'm just a Order of the Lion's Hope, that kind of guy.
Gotcha. So you weren't born into a patrician family.
Yeah, nah.
All right. I figured. I'm from Ortishan, so not really an option, but even there, I don't think I would be considered a part of the wealthy nobility. Let me ask you something else. You think everything's fine as is in the Empire? And you feel something happening. Make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Natural 20.
Okay.
28.
You can tell that he has cast Detect Thoughts on you.
Yeah, I'd really just rather be upfront with you. I know what you're doing over there. My friend does it all the time. If you're trying to find out about my penis,
nope, not what I'm.
Ask. That's what she uses it for, I think.
If we're being direct, do you think that the business practices of the Empire are good? And how does Marcus feel about capitalism? Feudal capitalism.
Yeah, nah, not the biggest fan. The Empire and I have kind of run into each other a few times, if I'm being honest. But if you're getting at some sort of subversive activities, I do have to warn you. I think I'm on a few lists right now, so might not be the best choice to go with me, but I do know one or two people might be able to help you out.
I just need to know because of Detect Thoughts being up.
Oh, okay.
Marcus is...
Yeah, he doesn't like... he's being honest.
Does not like feudal capitalism.
Right.
This sort of thing is not something that'll agitate anybody who keeps a list for you. You interested? It's just a simple message I need delivered.
Yeah, happy. Well, I love meeting new people, so it sounds great.
All right. Well, I need you to go over to Barclay's shelf.
Barclay's shelf? All right. Where's that?
It's sort of towards the rich folks' houses. He sells a lot of books, and a lot of them like him. He charges a little differently based on what they look like. If you wear ostentatious robes, he's gonna up the prices a little bit. They're in Winter's Pass, just before you get to Winter's Pass, which is not far from where you are. And I just need you to tell him the Jackal returns.
The Jackal returns? All right. And, that's all. What if he has another message back? Am I supposed to take that back to you? I don't really want to be a whole errand boy.
It would come through somebody else. And,
yeah, sure.
when you get to the shop to speak to him, you'll have to ask for, just under your breath, asked for, dialectic materials.
Dialectic materials? All right, yeah, sure. All right, well, yeah, I'll get right on that then. Are you hungry? You want me to bring back some food while I'm out?
No, that's fine. And for the favor, I'll drop the price of the wand in half.
Yeah, what was that price, by the way?
Let me consult my ledger. I carry the one, because that's what having something does. Let's see. That'll be $225.
$225. All right, yeah, great. So yeah, I'll just get some dialectic materials, and I'll be right back. All right.
All right. And you make your way over to Barclay's shelf. It is a very large bookstore from the outside. You do notice there is a small flyer on the outside that says 30% of all books, 30% of the profits from books sold go to your local library, which is a odd touch.
It is an odd touch.
But you enter Barclay's shelf. Looking around. Oh no, it didn't save my people. I put a bunch of people around. There are a bunch of people sitting at little lounging chairs, seemingly reading without purchasing. There is a counter right near the entrance where there is a young halfling woman, seemingly reading her own book, waiting through parts of her shift.
Hello, I'm here for a book, actually. I'm looking for dialectic materials.
Yes, the adult section, sir. If you go through that door in the back, it'll be the door on your far left.
Yeah, great. I'm just gonna head back there, get some smut. So, all right, nice to meet you.
Of course.
And I'm gonna head on back.
Yep. And you go in here, and there are... Oh, hey. You go through this door when the Roll20 lets me do it. And you see that there are 2 doors to your right and 1 door to your left.
Yeah, I'll just walk up and open the door on my left.
Oh, this is your right.
Or my right, rather. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay.
I wasn't holding up my fingers with L's, so I didn't know which side it was.
You walk into this door, and it's a restroom.
All right. Sounds good. All right. And I'll go to the left because of dialectic materials.
Yeah, she did say the far left.
Oh, she did. Okay. I don't remember.
Not the far right. Of course not.
Okay.
And you open the door, and inside you see a halfling in about just about to start middle age, sitting on a massive sofa, sort of leaning back, and it looks like he is reading a red-bound book when you enter. He is smoking something that looks like a combination of a pipe and a cigar. Like, it looks like there are natural elements built around this pipe that are being burnt away as he smokes it. And he looks up and says, "Ah, hello.
Hello, I'm Marcus. I'm here for dialectic materials.
Right.
Yeah, anyways, just got a bit of a message for you. The Jackal returns. Does that mean anything to you?
His eyebrows go up.
Yeah, it looks like it does. Great. So you just saved me a whole bunch of gold. Thanks a lot.
Hold on a second. Who
Yeah?
who told you that?
Oh, I don't know if that wasn't part of the agreement. He didn't say, just describe me to the person there. I know how these things work, these back rooms.
Of course. I like you. You're trustworthy.
Thanks. Yeah, what was your name?
I'm Barkley.
Barkley. All right. Yeah, this is your shelf.
It is. It's necessary to provide a public place. Last place they look. Few times. We've had a few subversives stop by. They go to the room on the right.
Oh, yeah. Not for me. Lefty all the way, when I remember. All right then.
Well, since you're here, do you happen to be
Yeah?
interested in any actual material?
What do you mean?
Well, I got a book you might like.
Yeah, I'm kind of past the whole book phase in my praxis. I'm trying to really get out there and just, not read, actually.
Ah, gotcha.
I mean, I could take the book if you want me to.
No,
It looks like you're a struggling small business. I like to. How much is it? Here. I pull out my gold coins.
That's all right.
All right. Well, here, take this donation. Anyways, then.
Thank you. It'll go to the cause.
Yeah, good. Great. And I'll give him like 15 gold.
Right. Well, if you're interested in action, I happen to know that the Smith's Hammers in town are thinking about, shall we say, a confrontation. And
Yeah. What's that? The Smith's Hammers?
Smith's Hammers. I think you are aware of basically the Smiths Guild. A few years back, when the city guard started to actively attack the Smiths while they were on a hunger strike, a group of them basically decided, you know what, we have all these fucking weapons, and started using them. And so now it is illegal for Smiths within the city to carry any weapons. Like, they have to basically check. They have to keep a log of all of the weapons that they are making, and they are taken as soon as they are done. So a group of them started to carry their hammers around all the time, and basically will get into fights in the street with the city guard.
Right on.
And at the time that this happens, there's going to be a lot of weapons being moved to different hands. If your people, the Lions, if they weren't around, that'd be helpful.
Oh yeah, sure. And where's this gonna be? This confrontation?
It'll be in Lombaza.
Oh yeah, great.
A lot of folk there are planning a less abrasive action, and some people we're friends with are going to help out. And I have other friends among your order, but
Yeah, I'll do my part.
Yeah, consider it a favor.
All right, sounds good. I'm gonna head on back then. Get my wand. Nice to meet you. Good luck, Berkeley.
Nice to meet you. And he goes back to reading and smoking. And you begin the long trek back to the Old Eagle. You walk back in. You walk straight up to the counter. He's there. He's waiting on you. He says, "Yep, I got it right here."
Oh, yeah, I know you said you didn't want anything, but on the way back, I just thought, I would stop and get, some of these. What were the, they were like sweet potatoes on a stick or something like that, Ben?
Yeah, I don't have the name of them in front of me.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So I have some of those. You look like you wanted one, and you were just being polite. So, anyways, he has one of these, and he has the 250 gold. I'll just have that guy right there.
All right, thank you. He seems very appreciative. He seems very touched, and he slides you the box.
Great. And how many casts does that have on it, Ben?
Oh, it has 3 a day, and it regains 1 charge automatically every long rest.
Okay. Sounds good, thank you. And then we don't have to roleplay the other ones if you don't want, but I also would like to see if I can buy a pet scorpion.
Sure. Just so you know, when you open the box, the wand is the same cherry wood. It has these thick carvings with black paint inside of them in the shape of antlers, but also in the box there is a small, almost like a chip from like a spot that you would gamble, and it has a symbol that you recall, a rose with fangs in the place of thorns that you saw in Caladrius's tower.
Yeah.
And you, I believe, have had identified when Commander Norik explained what they are.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, you go to purchase a scorpion. Let me find out the price of a scorpion in Dungeons and Dragons. You looking for just a regular scorpion, like?
Yep, just a regular old scorpion, and the pet paraphernalia that I would need. So like some sort of portable little like terrarium for him. Some rocks. I'm willing to go all out for this guy.
Yeah. All right. Let me pick a number. Let me come up with a number because I don't think that there is a.
Yeah, it's not like some sort of PetSmart or something where I could go.
Wait, you're telling me that's not in the player's handbook? Scorpion terrarium?
I technically work for PetSmart now, which is a very weird thing to say.
Wait, really?
Yeah, I work for a company that was acquisitioned by PetSmart in 2018.
Oh.
But hey, guess what? Fuck PetSmart. Fuck PetSmart.
They
I
found you,
love
Ben.
that we are now technically sponsored by PetSmart because they're keeping your internet on.
Hey, when I'm able to upgrade my computer to something to run that mapping software I built, or I bought. Okay, to get all of this all total,
Just whatever you think's fair, Ben.
what's the
I'm
scorpion that lives in the American Southwest? Is that the Aka scorpion?
I don't know.
Because that would be pretty funny. No, there's like it's like one of the 2 scorpions in Fallout New Vegas. It's not the rad scorpion, it's the other one. Akai
The
scorpion?
giant rad scorpion?
No, those are the same thing. Come on.
Oh.
Come on. Hey, come on.
I don't know anything about scorpions, dude.
I want it to be real. I'm gonna look up scorpion. New Vegas.
Arizona bark scorpion.
Yeah, I'm looking it up.
Oh yeah,
the
a bark scorpion. Yeah, you get a bark scorpion.
Oh, perfect.
And,
Yeah, this is exactly what I was imagining.
Yeah, and he's like blue.
Great.
And to get him and his tank and sufficient food for him for a little bit, and they tell you that he likes a little nectar mixed in with his water. Like every few days he gets he gets in like a mood, so you got to mix a little bit of this nectar in with his water.
Okay.
All total, it runs you about 45 gold.
Easy. Definitely will do that. And then the last thing that I want to buy is I want to go shopping for a silk robe for Akka, but I don't think that I can find like one of the ones that like boxers wear. So I'm gonna get him a little kimono that is like lingerie basically instead.
Yeah. You find him. There is a elven cloak maker who's
Okay.
maybe appeared on the stream before, and you go to him, and we'll roleplay this one because this one's fun. You enter, and he goes, "Oh, hello, hello."
Oh yeah, hello. I'm just looking for like a silk robe. You got one of those here?
Oh, of course. Deal in lots of silk. Just one moment. And he goes to the back, and he returns with like a wizard's robe made out of silk.
Yeah, no, not exactly like that. I'm thinking like something like a wrestler would wear, or a boxer or something like that.
Oh well, they wouldn't wear silk, would they?
Oh, why not? I always see them in those silk robes. They got their name on the back.
Oh,
you
like
know?
a champion of the Colosseum. Well, here's what we'll do. I've got something. It's a bit pricey, but it's not exactly what you're looking for, but it's drow. And he gives you like a really thin smile and kind of like turns his head like, huh? That's fucking
Wiggles
cool,
his
isn't it?"
eyebrows.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, all right.
Could you all
yeah,
hear
that
how
sounds great?
Could you all hear how close I got to my microphone to say drow?
Yes.
And who it's for? He's not real tiny like me. He's actually really big. So you might need to take out the edges. a little bit.
I shall. Just a moment. And he goes to the back and he pulls out. It's not quite a kimono, but it's like kind of between a kimono and a boxer's robe.
Okay. Yeah. Perfect.
And he says, "I can emblazon something on the back." And you notice it is like a deep, deep violet. And then the sleeves and the sort of trim that goes down the middle is like this cool Goku orange.
Awesome.
I can emblazon something on the back.
Yeah, that'd be perfect. How about we just get the name Aka on the back?
All right. ACCC.
Yeah, no, it's all the time I spend with him. Do you think I would remember how to spell his name? It is AKCA.
All right. Very strange, that name. But
Yeah.
I've got it written down. What's your name there?
Oh, I'm Marcus.
Oh, strange name, that as well. All right. And
It's a common name here in Helendor, actually.
it is, but Hallandor name's very
Yeah, you don't happen to have a second one of those back there that you could put just like Coach on the back?
I do have a small one. It was
Oh, perfect.
my
Great.
father was commissioned by Drow and his son, so I do that. Let me go get it. And he gets a smaller one, and he begins emblazoning Coach on it.
Okay, perfect. And how much will that run me then?
That will run you roughly 200 gold. So to say
Okay.
200 gold, because why would it be rough?
No, that's perfect. Great. And then I'll spend the rest of my time as a rooster gathering bugs that I can feed to my new scorpion.
Sure.
And hanging out with all of my animal friends.
Yeah. And I think that at one point while you are a rooster, you see Fontaine. And he comes over as you're picking up like a few ants.
Mhm.
And he kind of like picks you up and goes, no, hey. They are working towards something. And you're ruining it. And he like carries you as a rooster a whole block away. And then just sets you down and says, now think about that. And he walks off.
Perfect. Great. Yeah, so that's all I had planned.
Okay, and we will get to Marahim's research, his solo work, when we return to Sunken World Saga. It's going to be a 10-minute break, so we'll get back here at 7:37.
Alright, see you guys in a bit.
Let me put your giant elk into the wild shape folder.
Yeah, I was just gonna ask about that actually.
It's just hanging out below everything.
And I don't know. It doesn't look like I have that on.
Should be big.
A sheet. Okay. And I'll have to make the scorpion is for giant insect, so I'll have to make that token and character sheet.
Okay. Yeah.
Sorry, I took a long time.
No, it's
I
okay.
felt like I took a long time too. Jeez.
No, I assumed that honestly we would have more downtime, which is why I didn't make too many of the rooms for the masquerade, and now I'm a bit nervous.
Well, I forgot about.
I can try to squeeze out a bunch out of the books, Ben, if you really want me to.
Yeah, Ren, you have
also-
10 minutes to write some books.
Oh, you motherfuckers think I can't improvise a book? If you knew how sparse my notes are going into these sessions. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Hey, I'm just kidding. let me explain. I am just kidding. I do have books written. They're only, 3 paragraphs, but I do have books written. The only things I don't have is I don't have titles. I don't have vague ideas of what they're about, so that I can reference them. Because if I had to reference, like, I don't know, what's it called? The fucking the jewels beside the sea, but it's about like fire demons. That would be weird.
Yeah. I mean, it is fair to say that a lot of those old books had very bad titles. They did not have a flair for the dramatic back then.
I mean, sometimes they did.
In the 1300s?
The decline and fall of the Roman Empire. I mean, that's. I'm just kidding. That's a different time period. There's some historical books that have fun names, especially in Rome. The lives of
Fair enough. We are in fantasy Rome.
The lives of the Roman Republic. That's pretty fun. And that's one of my favorite historical texts by Plutarch.
I also forgot I wanted to play with Loret.
Of course.
I forgot about that.
Of course.
So that's something I can do. Because I need to test giving him these pieces of stones.
Of course. Also, I will say, just as we are on break, don't forget, you all have 2 invitations, technically, and each invitation has a guest.
So we don't have to sneak in there all funny. We can just go in.
You don't have to sneak in, no.
But we do have to play dress up.
You do have to play dress up. That is part of the downtime, is describing to me what your outfits are. What are your fancy outfits?
Will my new Althea outfit work for the masquerade?
It will not.
Damn. Damn.
I'm probably gonna have to disguise self while I'm there, won't I?
I mean,
Are we going in stealthy? Like, do we have to hide our look, or do we just have to look the part?
well, it is a masquerade, so
I am a tiefling, and you have said they are extremely rare, though.
yes, they are extremely rare, but I mean, consider. They'll be wearing masks.
Okay, alright.
Can I not have to get an outfit? Can I just use disguise self to like have like a masquerade outfit?
You could, to keep in mind that you don't know what happens at this party.
That's true. But I'm not gonna like disguise my whole self. I'm literally, I just want to just disguise self, a dress, and I do actually want to have her go out and buy a mask. That seems like fun. Like
Did you take Mask of Many Faces?
Yes, it did.
Oh, okay, because I was like, spell slot an hour is gonna eventually be.
No, I took Mask of Many Faces and Armor of Shadows or something like that, which is the you can disguise. Oh my gosh, you can cast Mage Armor at will.
Yeah.
Which is a pretty good warlock thing.
Mm-hmm.
Every time I think about warlocks, it's just like, oh yeah, they're just built to basically be like, well, I don't have any spells, but actually I have spells as cantrips.
Yeah.
Yep.
which is pretty
I think
fun.
I think an all warlock game where everybody plays a different type of warlock and like specializes in different things would be really fun, actually.
Oh yeah, because there's a healing warlock, there's a fighting class warlock.
I mean, Hexblade is broken beyond. It's like
Yeah.
so fucking good. It's just ridiculous.
I think it's pretty clear why it is the kind of unquestionable victor of the warlock classes.
Yeah.
Like,
At least for combat.
I mean, I think in general. I think it's the one that I've very rarely met someone who really likes warlocks who it's not their favorite.
I think mine might be the genie though. It's a new one. It's from the Unearthed Arcana. Really freaking cool.
I personally am very prone to the caretaker ones. I mean, they're not official, but like they're just, it's such fun flavor, and each of the caretaker warlocks feels so much more distinct than all of the like standard classes, standard patrons.
I think what it would be very fun is to have like a thematic game of like set classes. Like, I think that it would be super fun to have like, oh, it's a wizard's college,
Yeah.
like it's a wizard's guild, and so everybody has to be able to do arcane spells. So you could have like warlocks, but you would also have like, oh, we have this like bodyguard who is an eldritch knight, because that's
Yeah,
my
that would be-
favorite class.
That makes sense for you.
It's the
That, like,
best.
it's the best of both of your worlds. It's like, oh, I want a little bit of magic, but like mostly I just want to smash things.
It's the fact that I get to be a sword boy who is also smart, because to me, I talked to Connor about this, but I really think that the intelligence stat needs to just be something else. I think it should be called knowledge.
Yeah.
Because I don't like I would like to be able to play a wizard who is like so like he's very good at spells, but he doesn't like he just can't think. Like, I think it would be fun to be a wizard who's just
jump.
like, I'm just blasting shit.
Dump wisdom then,
I mean, I dump wisdom on every character because I think
which is a bold move.
I like a character who can't notice things, and I don't know. But I would like to be able to play. I'd like to be able to play like the characters I like, which are, what if this sword boy was sad?
Yeah. What's really funny about Aster, with you saying you dump wisdom, is that, and like, because like they can't notice stuff. Aster's highest stat is wisdom, and he's the most oblivious person ever.
Yeah. I mean, really, the simple solution is just like, oh yeah, you just agree to let people play how they want to play, regardless of what the number is. But I would like it if that was more. I guess that's unfair, because I don't really like it when people are like, I want my opinion of D&D to be the universal one. But
Yeah.
hey, what am I if not a hypocrite?
Well, the reason that how I kind of justify Aster's is like he's really good at his magic, but he's really bad at people.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Situationally low wisdom.
Yep.
Y'all, I picked my dog up because he wanted attention, and I put him on my desk, and so he's like, I'll post it in the chat. I'll send my picture to the chat. He's just like chilling while I give him belly rubs while we play D&D.
Yeah, he's playing D&D.
Yeah, he's playing me.
Ben, I imported the giant scorpion too.
Oh, thank you. I will give you control. Hey, if you're watching, depending on how far we get in the masquerade, there is a chance that we could have some dark stuff. So if you are triggered by gore and cannibalism, now would be a time to maybe consider. I will any scenes featuring the masquerade, I will be actually taking the time to kind of edit those, and I will post on our YouTube channel a sort of cleaner version of any episodes that take place in this little time. So yeah, as we jump.
Is the masquerade based on, speaking of Fallout New Vegas, is that like what that's based on?
No. This society is kind of based on something in name and one other specific practice, because, what is a dungeon master if not a thief? Nathaniel, when you let us know that you're back, we'll jump right back in.
And your dog is so freaking cute.
I realized that the halfling communist from tonight's session has the same name as your dog, which is pretty funny.
I was like, oh, buddy, are you gonna lead a revolution?
Was that so? Is that someone you know, Ben? The picture that you used?
No, it's a picture of. There's a website that generates faces that don't exist, and it's one of those. And then I took that and put it through a oil painting filter.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's a friend of mine who I used to read theory with who got killed. I thought I would immortalize him in a world where communism wins. I mean, who knows what'll happen? I don't. It's Dungeons and Dragons. Things can happen differently. I'll cut that out.
Oh, cut that out.
What do you want, Bart?
Yeah, my dogs do not like my new work schedule on days where I stream, because I came home today, sat with them for 10 minutes, and then I walked over to my computer.
Yeah. That's rough. Do you think that we can keep playing on weekdays? Do you think you're going to need to move to the weekends or something?
I've been considering asking you all something, but I don't think I'm going to make a decision too soon. I am trying to write out a schedule because I want to make sure that this is still fun for everybody and that I have enough time to work. And lately,
Yeah,
I've been a little bit strapped for time to work on the game as much as I would like to. Not to say that we're going away, anybody. Not to say that we're going away, people on the stream who are the ones watching. Okay, Aaron has, his internet has died. Nathaniel, if you tell us when you're... Oh, you are back. Hey, everybody, Dungeons & Dragons time is going to return in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Welcome back to the Sunken World Saga. We're about to get into the downtime of one Merihim last name. So Merihim, what are you doing?
So Merihim wakes up at a crisp 6 a.m. With the sun, as he does every day, and he immediately goes and he gets himself a nice breakfast of eggs and toast, but no butter because that has too many calories. And then I don't know why I'm choosing to make him like the most boring person ever today, but that's where we're going. Yeah, and then I think that like he gets into his research, but I think that he starts with the staff again. I think that he goes back to staff and is communing with the spirit inside once again.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so you sort of reach out. I don't remember the spell that you cast. I think you cast Detect Magic?
I think we just used Identify. Like, as a... that's what we did last time, where we... Like, if you want me to use a different spell, that's totally fine. But I think last time we used Identify as kind of like a bridge spell.
Yeah, I think that's fine. And so you cast Identify just to sort of speak with him. And you kind of don't hear anything. And then all of a sudden, it sounds like someone is just like noticing you. Hello, old boy.
Yes, hello. I thought that you might be lonely. You might want a little bit of conversation in your life.
I always need conversation. It's very dull in here. I was wondering when you would start making use of me.
Ah, well, we have to be sure that everything is safe. After all, magic is very dangerous.
Oh, very dangerous, very dangerous. Not that I would be any danger to you, boy. You're my oldest friend there, Mr. Merihim.
Ah, well, I'm sorry that I am your oldest friend, seeing as we had only just met, but I am pleased to
I
be
consider
so.
us fast friends, Sir Mary.
I would say that we are fast friends, but we've known each other for what, a week? I'm sorry that you don't have anyone else you consider a friend that you met before me.
I have friends, but you're my closest friend. I mean, look at you, you're right there.
Yes, right. Well, wonderful.
Come on
What
now, boy, what is it going to take?
what is it going to take? I just need to know. So of course it's only natural that I would need to know who I would be proverbially getting into bed with.
I mean, you could take the staff into bed. I won't judge there, old boy. What do you want to know? I'm an open book. Not literally, of course.
Where are you from?
Everywhere. Nowhere. That's a true answer, but not what you were getting at. I'm just having a bit of fun with you, old boy. I'm very lonely in here.
Oh well, let's have fun then. Let's play.
I'm difficult to explain. Oh, I'll play this
Interesting.
game though, if you would prefer that
Yes,
to a
let's-
straight answer.
Let's play a fun game after your straight answer. I honestly, I'm just down to kill a little time with you.
Yeah, very well. You call it Zeshon now. That was a place where I grew to be. There was a time when your people, living things, little creatures that ran around on two legs, knowing that one day they would die simply because they had been alive. And there was a time when you people were guided by things older than you, older than me. They wouldn't die, much like I won't. But then one day, you folk discovered that you could make me without them. And then you started killing them. And that was a sight. I was born when you all started to realize that you could live without them. But then you decided to live with them anyway and made your own version of them. So, well, all the good I did got undone pretty quickly.
Ah, so you are a odd killer of sorts.
No, more I'm a. You make me sound so vicious. It was never my intention. One day, I came
thought
into
that,
being.
You came into being.
Yes.
Were you ever anywhere else before you were within this staff, or are you?
Oh,
this staff?
I was in many places.
Which was your favorite?
There was a night when, there was a large gathering of you folk, and there was song and dancing, and then, well, I don't want to say it.
Ah, come on now. You can't leave me hanging on such an interesting story.
Well, the leader of the enemy of the man whose castle it was, he was thrown into me, and that was very pleasant.
Ah. Are you perhaps a spirit of fire of some sort?
Oh, of course, I'm sorry, I thought that was apparent.
No, it was apparent, but, are you fire itself?
Not quite. I'm fire as you folk understand it.
If I were to say, let us make a lovely meal, would that insult you, or be pleasant?
That's part of my nature.
Well, perhaps you and I shall do some cooking later. Would you like that?
Of course, I might take over.
Yes, and what would happen if I took over if you took over while we were cooking.
While we were cooking, well, I would finish the meal, most likely.
Would anyone get hurt?
Would anyone be trying to hurt you?
No.
Would anyone be trying to destroy me?
Not while we were cooking.
Would anyone be around, and this one might be difficult for you to understand, would anyone be around that I would like to burn?
Who most would you like to burn?
Oh, you know, people who look appealing. It's hard to define, because you don't see people the way that I do. There are folk that I just see kindling.
Can I make like I don't know, like would this be like an Arcana check, an Insight check? Like what?
Well, what are you trying to find out?
Like what does it mean by like certain people look like kindling?
Okay, have you read the Journal of Orsentius?
Oh,
Yes?
yes, I have. But it has been I read it last, like 2 weeks ago.
I meant Merihim, sorry.
Oh, yes, Merihim has definitely read it.
Okay, then I think it would be a Arcana check.
Okay.
That you roll with advantage, because you've read something that puts you in a mind to the answer. Okay.
23.
He can see people's souls, and some of them look like they have maybe more burnable parts.
Interesting. Wait, so is this the Essentius journal? That was the one with like the soul fire thing, right? That like the spell that could burn through a soul. Am I
Yes.
remembering that right? Sorry, yeah, I haven't read it today, so it's been a little while.
Thank you, Aaron.
Okay, cool. Well, that is quite interesting.
Now, what's this game?
Ah, the game. I think that you and I should play a game of 2 truths and a lie.
All right. You first.
All right, myself first. My first statement. When I was 11, I joined the Lion's Hope in search of greater meaning in my life.
All right.
I was responsible for the death of the person I loved most. And I will do whatever it takes to never fail someone I care about like that again.
All right. Second one's a lie.
Second one is not a lie.
You fuck. You got me.
Yeah, I felt like I gave it away with that first one, so... Or with the last one, it kind of connected to the first one, so I'm a little surprised. But now it is your turn. All right, give me 2 truths and 1 lie.
All right. The land speed of a small beta fish is 0. I have legs and can walk around, and I haven't had to conceptualize a lie in a very long time. I have had over 400 names given to me by various djinn, sorcerers, wizards, warlocks, and etc. Those are my 3 statements.
The middle one is a lie.
I thought I would have thrown you off with that little preamble I gave to the third. But all right, so you have guessed my truth and lies. I have failed to gather yours. Now, what does this mean? Am I bound to you?
Oh, no, we're just friends passing the time with each other. I thought that you
thank
might
you. I'm very
enjoy-
lonely. Thank you.
Yes, of course. That is the most appropriate way. I do have something I fear that I should tell you.
Is it that you aren't going to use me? Because if that's the case, please give me to someone who will.
Well, I'm not 1,000% opposed to using you. I just think that you might want to know. I don't really know any fire magic. I due to the nature of my blood, spirit that bore me gave me some minor form of protection, but it is only one instinctual reaction that I have learned that utilizes any form of fire. So, while I am certainly happy to maintain a friendship with you, I do not think that I am quite the individual you are searching for.
Couldn't you just learn a spell of fire? I fail to understand. I thought that the point of you mortals was that you could pick things up easily.
I suppose that I could, but do understand there is a certain stigma against mortals that walk on two legs like me, and the fire that often is associated with us.
And okay, let me tell you something that you can understand. I wish to burn things again. What use is a fire that is kept in a jar? Do you understand?
I do. Maybe it is better for us to find you the appropriate user who might not... Why don't you and I go and do some cooking? Just to start. Yes?
Very well.
All right. I'm gonna take the staff and I'm gonna cook with it.
All right. You make your way to the kitchens, and they allow you, because you're Marahim, to cook for a bit. You get to cooking. I need you to make a survival check. And are you using? Are you attuned to your staff?
Can I make like an insight check to see if this thing genuinely thinks of me as friend and not food?
Yeah, make an insight check. He's not gonna burn
first one was
you.
an 18. Okay. Yeah, I'll attune to it for now.
Okay.
And I'll the only fire spell I know that can be used this way is prestidigitation to light the to light the oven. So
I need you to make a D100 roll. If it is above an 80, he will take over.
Okay. 80.
That meets the DC. So you are cooking, and you have a very low simmer going for a soup. You're making like a tomato bisque. And you're like, oh, this is going to take about another, 10 minutes. And then all of a sudden you just feel, yes. Yes. And Marahim, your hair catches fire. And everybody in the kitchen sort of jumps back as your eyes seem to just be taken over by the image of fire. And for a moment, you are watching your body be taken control by someone else. And
Wait, I forget. Did I make the check or did I not make the check?
He has taken over.
He has taken over.
Yes.
I thought it was above an 80. Okay, cool. Let's do it.
I'm going to say to the 80, man. You are watching something happen from inside of your body as if your eyes are looking glasses. And all of a sudden, the fire that is below your pot of soup just explodes into this mass of blue flame that just curls around the pot. And then, after about 6 seconds of just your own voice cackling, can you do a cackle as Marahim for me, please?
As Marahim,
And after 6 seconds, you're in control again, and there's a finished soup in front of you.
I'm gonna taste the soup.
It's delicious.
Well, excellent work. A little evil maniacal with flair, but I mean, this is the soup speaks for itself.
I didn't burn a cook, and I wanted to. So
I'm proud of you. That was
Perhaps-
excellent work.
perhaps
Yes.
not as evil as you think, Mr.
No.
Merahim. Perhaps, old
you
boy,
under-
you could learn a bit of fire and use me on a battlefield sometime.
Perhaps. I will see what I can do. I think internally, Merahim tried to learn Fireball at one point, and he just couldn't get it. Like, I think Merahim's just, like, bad at fire magic. Less so that he feels
Yeah,
super...
yeah, sure.
Yeah, he's just, like, really bad at it.
Yeah, no problem.
I feel like out of character, this thing not burning a cook is like an imposter in Among Us walking around with somebody and not killing them the first round just to kill them after someone's been already like found dead.
Yeah. Yeah, so I guess after that I'm going to, I think I'm going to unattune from it because I have a lot of spells and I can't afford to start setting fires every time I cast one. But I will keep it on me, to try and ingratiate myself to it as much as possible. But, yeah, I think at that point I'm just going to be going to the library and doing research, so...
Okay, and Althea has gone with you.
Yeah.
And what are you all trying to find there?
I was going to help her first, if she wanted that.
Yes. So, Uncle Merahim, I know I gave you a little bit of information yesterday, but I learned a few more things last night. Actually, I came in here myself. But I was wondering if you could help me find, are there like records of giants who have lived, or records of battles against giants?
Oh, I am sure that there is information out there. It would probably be over in that region that mostly focuses on Yorish lore, although it isn't very well kept, I'm afraid. It might take a little bit of time, but yes, there's certainly something that we can do.
Well, this battle, I think, when she told me the center of the empire, she meant like the center of the Hallandor Empire, correct? Ben?
She said the center of your map towards the top, below the shroud. Meaning like the
Is that
the Dakotas. If
But,
you go
like,
to the
what
middle
I-
of the map and then go up.
okay? Then I would tell him that place. I'm specifically looking in this area. I don't know if there's. Where I'm.
Yes, I should be able to help you on that. Yeah, I've got the researcher background because I'm a sage. So I should be able to find it. It might take a little bit of time, just depending on how you think, Ben. I can also cast like locate object.
Yeah, I don't
That's-
think that would. I don't think you could do the. I don't know if you
there's-
can find the words within a book.
Yeah, I'm not sure if like that would if I
If you got the title, you could.
yeah, like if I was looking for a specific book, I think of an object that's familiar to me. So yeah, as I would have to ask the librarian if I don't know it on my own.
Yeah, make an investigation check just to see if you remember from your past readings of your precious
fif-
volumes.
15.
Okay, you remember there is a book about a expedition by some knights of the early Hallandor Empire to the north, where they fought a giant.
Yes, there is a book about that. Shouldn't be too hard to find. Come on.
Okay.
And what you manage to find is basically an account. It's kind of like a child's ballad sort of version of events, but it does say, like, it draws from historical sources. And it basically details this little adventure by a group of knights to go north, and while they are there, they found out that there was a giant who was essentially kind of the crime lord of a group of small towns. Like, would just go between all of them. And they went to confront this giant, and it was a cloud giant. And they fought the cloud giant, and the cloud giant fled. So then they went back to these towns and were sort of celebrated as heroes. And then the next day there was a terrible storm. And they went outside, and there was a giant who was passing through and was offering to help people with the fact that it had been a dry spring, sort of. Not a lot of rain. And that was going to be in exchange for food and lodging. And the adventurers decided to fight this giant as well. And they killed this giant. Even though this giant did not fight back.
Does it have a name for this giant?
It does. The giant is simply named Gyalfor. Gyalfoer.
And was the second giant a guy or a girl?
The one that died? Doesn't say.
Yeah.
That's Gyalfor is the one that died. It doesn't say.
Can I... Desdemona seemed kind. And can I kind of like... Does this book seem to be embellishing for the side of the winners?
I mean, it's a children's tale, so
It mentions that the cloud giant was a man, if that's what you're after.
No. I'm trying to think, like, the crime lord.
Yeah, the
I'm
cloud
wondering
giant
if-
is not Desdemona.
No, I'm wondering if they're
It's-
demonizing an enemy
It
and
could
not. It could be.
But it does seem to also be sympathetic to the storm giant. That seems
Okay.
to be part of it.
Okay. And was there a name for the crime lord one?
No, it does not give his name.
Okay. Well,
Okay, is there
Wonder-
anything else that you all want to find?
I want to see if I can find anything on Desdemona in here.
You spend a long period of time, and you do not find anything that references a giant named Desdemona specifically.
I feel like during part of it, that's when she would get bored. She'd be like, I need a break, and would open her bag and finally get out Low Red. Then she'd get out the pieces of concrete and jade and marble that she got from the statue garden.
Yeah.
And first, I feel like she would like tentatively like hold her hand out to it, see what it does.
He comes over and he doesn't like actually punch it, but he does like middle school boy seeing his friend and like just punching him like really lightly in the arm a whole bunch of times. But he just does that against the side.
Hey, Uncle Marahim.
Hmm.
Look, that gem that I got. Look, isn't he so cute?
Oh, yes, quite.
He's gotten quite big. I'm gonna say, what do you think will happen if I give him this? And I'm just gonna give him the piece of concrete. Like I'm saying it as I'm already handing it to him.
Yeah, and he is a lot bigger. He is like the size of he's like the size of a very small mouse.
Okay.
Now, like he has gotten much bigger, and you pass him the concrete, and the second it is within reaching distance, he just turns and smashes it. Like just lifts his
Whoa.
ruby arm and just smashes it. And then when he
Whoa.
sees that it's broken into smaller pieces, he goes and just starts mashing those.
Oh my gosh.
Uh,
Uncle Mary, did you see that?
yes, I did with a 20 Arcana. What do I think that means? Is this thing just gonna smash everything?
20 Arcana, you recognize that essentially this is a ruby elemental. That
This is a
growing.
growing ruby elemental.
And what he is basically doing is the equivalent of like teething.
Oh.
It's teething, dear. Don't worry too much about it.
It's like when a martial artist in a movie says like, I punched, a wall over and over to get my knuckles hard. It's like that.
It's just trying to strengthen itself. Cracks, fusion.
At this point, it has noticed the jade that you have laid out also on the table, Thea, and he has started to just clamber over towards it.
I'm gonna pick up the jade and I'm gonna hand him the marble. Whoa. I want to look around. What's around us in the library?
I mean, a lot of stuff. There's some nice stone carved as bookends on shelves. What do you mean when you're asking what's around?
Like what like I want to find like a small wooden thing, like maybe something small in metal and another like small stone thing, but I don't want to give him the jade.
Okay.
Althea, dear, please do not destroy anything in the library.
Oh, don't worry, Uncle Marahim. I won't.
You do see there is a little metal box. There is a little metal box nearby. It seems like it is for storing like reference sheets. Like you see, there are a few parchments inside that have like the locations of stuff on shelves.
I'm gonna scoop up Little Red.
He
I'm gonna walk
stops.
over to the box. I'm gonna set little.
He
I'm gonna
stops.
set him right next to the middle box.
Okay, he kind of looks at it confused, and then you see him like kind of shuffle towards it, and then he taps it, and there's like a little ding, and then he punches it. And when he punches it, it gets a tiny dent and moves a little bit, but he realizes that he can't break it.
We'll come back to it, and I'm gonna put him back in my hand. Is there like something small and
I
wooden
heard that,
here?
right?
Yeah, make a perception check, and I'll make a stealth check for the tiny piece of ruby.
17.
All right, he rolled like garbage because he's a rock. Yeah, you heard it.
I was like, oh
yeah.
man, sorry, I tripped, Uncle Marahim.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
Okay. And if there's nothing else that you all want to look at in the library,
No, I think that's fine for today.
Yeah.
okay. I'm gonna say that Marahim and Althea, you all have. Althea, you can get it together with your magic or some things that you have. Merahim, you have nice dress robes that you could wear to a masquerade.
Absolutely. Is the masquerade tonight or tomorrow?
It will be tonight.
Okay, cool.
On this,
There
the
was
final day
one
of your
thing that I was just
Or
looking
no.
back through my notes. I don't think that we'd have time to do it today before the masquerade, but I think that he would start trying to like. Can he like put together a research team of like Lion's Hope's scholars or something?
He could call for it, yeah.
Yeah, I want to put together a team to make like a cross-reference thing of all of the locations written down on Caladris's, like, on that location list that we got from Caladrius. I want them to start researching, like make a cross-reference on like.
Sure. Yeah, they
Yeah.
start working on it.
Yeah.
Okay, I think Marcus and Akka, the two of you need to get something together to wear as the champ, as the new prize fighter, possibly, of Lady Adelaide and his coach, who is likely his guest. So I just need you all to describe what does the banquet wear of you two look like?
For me, it's my usual outfit, only I'm actually wearing the little Aladdin vest now.
Okay.
Oh, and a bow tie.
I was gonna say, what's going on?
Chippendale fighter. All right.
Yeah, he's basically Chippendales, an old Chippendales guy.
Is he
It's
wearing a fez
Magic.
too?
It's Magic Mike 3 in here.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure. I think that. I mean, does the Lion's Hope have like a costume room or something like that? Not for like elaborate costumes, but for like just like something that I could borrow to dress up with.
Yeah, when they do Hamlet.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, right.
Yeah, I mean they have like some nice. They have like a composer's outfit for a halfling.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, you can
so,
have little tux tails.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Marcus will definitely wear that then, and then for a mask, I don't know what is Akka doing a mask or no?
You.
Oh, I forgot that it was a masquerade.
Yeah, you would discover by way of that there is mandatory masks. You might be able to get one at the door if you are early. Otherwise, please bring your own mask. And it has some detailing on how those masks work. They gotta be like porcelain, metal combinations.
If you guys want, Merahim could bring a mask for you guys. I feel like that would be a little in character.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. So like I think maybe Marcus at least wouldn't have thought to bring a mask, and you just assumed that Marcus wouldn't think to bring a mask. So
Yeah,
I think that's fair. Also, just
Yeah.
getting one because I can't imagine Akka being like, I want to go and find the perfect mask.
Yeah.
I think that Merahim is into like really obscure. I mean, he's into very like obscure cultural shit. So he's probably got like a collection of masks from like the equivalent of a kabuki theater situation that he's just been collecting. And so
that'll go perfect with Akka's new kimono that I got him.
Yeah. So I think that he's just brought like a bunch, and he's like very excited. He's like, okay, all right, now I know that you boys might not have the masks that they require for this event, so I thought I'd bring a little selection for you. Please don't break them. They are very, very valuable.
Yeah.
Thank you, Uncle Merahim.
And I'm gonna do one of those like little like
Again,
knock
with the
on
same
it,
age, but
knock on it to see how sturdy it feels.
Yeah, there's a little ring to it.
What is it in the shape of? Is it just like?
oh, I'm
eye
just gonna.
mask,
I'm just
or-
suggesting you guys can make whatever masks if Ben thinks it's okay. Like, you guys tell me what the masks look like.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, I just was saying that, like, it makes sense for Marahim to have them.
Would Althea have been to a masquerade ball before?
Probably not.
Probably not. Could I go out and get a mask?
Sure.
I think she would like to find a mask that is one of the ones that's like just the over the eye masks.
Yeah, like a domino mask, like a robin.
Well, no, like I think it would be like winged. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, like like Robin from Batman, but with wings on the side.
Yeah, but like the ones that you tie here. Hold on, I have one in mind. I'm about to send it in the chat. It's like Oh my gosh! Oh my god!
Well,
I'm gonna
as
put mine in
well,
our
Connor,
party, in our chat.
But I want it to be like blue, and I think it would have like gold accents in it, and maybe some like the mask itself is blue, and then it has or the mask itself is black, and it has like blue gemstonesy ish type things. Man, I can't send it, but and it has like some like gold fletching in it.
Yeah, gotcha.
I remembered what I wanted to do for part of my costume. By the way, I'll still do the like conductor's tuxedo, but I want to have like ridiculous stilts that I'm walking on.
Okay, yeah. And when you say ridiculous,
and
how
like
tall
the
are
pants like go down all the way on the stilts. And, Marcus doesn't know how to use stilts, by the way. So
you're pulling a SpongeBob when he goes to prom.
yeah.
Okay. How tall
and
are
then,
these stilts?
I'm thinking like 6 foot, which would put me at like 8 foot, I think, or like 9 foot probably.
Yeah. Okay.
So maybe a little bit, maybe closer to 5 foot, because that would let me get through doors and stuff. And then I think for the mask, I'm also thinking that like if there were any tieflings there, the mask that Mirhim gave me, like other than Mirhim, would be like very offended by the horns that are on the mask.
Okay. Yeah.
So.
And Nathaniel, are you the guy in front for the mask photo that you sent?
Yeah, the one in the foreground.
Yeah. Okay.
So it even has the porcelain pirate's hat.
Yeah, Akka's mask has a porcelain hat that goes off of it, and then it's kind of like a shield shape with just a really pronounced, almost
Big wide
Cyrano
nose.
de Bergerac style nose, like a very very French musketeer man, and then big holes for the eyes, and then Althea's is perfect for what this is because it looks like a wild sex party mask, and who knows?
Which is weird because I got my image from Eyes Wide Shut.
Who knows what we're walking into?
I can't wait for the cannibalism part of the wild sex party.
I have a very upset dog on my lap who is just he wants a mask.
Did he see the penis prot token?
No.
Oh my god!
And what does Marahim's mask look like?
Oh, I'll send you a little picture.
All right.
But I'm gonna that kind of adds the gist. So it's got it's got a beak to it, and a very intricate design instead of the black and silver one that I think I put in the link. I might not have. Whoops. It has a it has like a golden floral pattern over a purple mask with a beak, and the top of the mask has like swirling horns that like ravel around Merahim's horns.
Yeah, so does it look almost like your horns are part of the mask?
Yeah.
Okay, I gotcha. Yeah. All right then. Then is it kind of like a plague doctor vibe?
Kind of Plague Doctor-y, but like Plague Doctor who like really wanted to be aesthetically pleasing, you know?
Yeah, I gotcha.
I'm not sure why this link thing isn't working.
It's okay. So yeah, Althea's mask, just to describe it, is like a sort of sheer. You're able to see through large parts of it, domino type mask that is pointed towards the top and the edges. Has sort of intricate lacy designs and can be tied around the back of that. Just to try to describe everything.
And her dress, I sent a reference picture in the chat, but it's like a heart-shaped neckline, has the like partial sleeves on the sides, but it's like obviously gonna be Lion's Hope blue, and it's like a big poofy skirt, and this is like the most dolled up you've probably seen her. I feel like her hair is probably up. No, it's down and it's like super curly, but it's like very tame. And she has and the blue of the tattoos on her face show through her mask.
Okay.
And Merahim's robes are a long purple robe that goes with the mask. Obviously golden accents and buttons. He cleans up really good is the main thing. It's like he's got like that Harry Potter Yule Ball look down really hard.
But of a different property.
Of a different property.
Yeah. And
and her dress has like gold glitter in it, and she has a gold necklace on with like a sapphire pendant, because that's the closest thing to.
Ow!
But it's probably not real sapphire. I don't know. I don't know if she'd have the money for that.
I mean, you also have someone who would hate it if you put a sapphire on your body now.
Oh, that is true.
But
so I guess it'll be a ruby, because her belt for her normal outfit is red, so I think there's a little bit of red in it.
Yeah, I gotcha. You can't both be on my lap. That won't work.
All right, I'll get off.
All right, thank you, Aaron. How good our audio quality is great for both of us using different mics with you. Okay, but you all are ready to go to the masquerade. Is there anything that you would like to discuss amongst yourselves before you attend? Commander Norik does brief you and basically just says that he wants to know what the Black Narrow Society is.
Yay! Everyone looks great tonight, by the way. I don't think we've all, gotten dressed up like this before, but I just want to say, you're going to all be the belles of the balls.
You all cleaned up quite well. I'm very, very proud of you both. You are incredibly tall.
How tall is Marcus on the stilts?
I think he's about 8 foot tall on the stilt.
But right now, I will point out, still halfling upper body.
Yeah, exactly. It looks horrific.
He is a child, 3 children stacked on top of each other in a trench coat. But the top one is just like wearing a kid-sized shirt.
Yeah.
and he's just wearing a shirt with a kitten dabbing to let you know I am 5.
And the tails on the tuxedo do not go nearly far enough down. Right now I'm just leaning against the wall, and you can tell that I am not comfortable on these stilts at all. I've never done this before. This is the first time I've ever done this. So, in Aka, I just think, I might be a little shaky, just walking around a little bit. So, Just keep an eye out if you hear like me screaming or something like that. If you wouldn't mind catching me, would that be all right?
If you could just do your best to stay in front of me, because I'm having trouble with my peripheral in this thing. He just keeps moving his head side to side because of the mask.
Yeah, no, that's a great point. All right, well, we'll just have some sort of code word then. I'm gonna yell out timber if I start falling, and maybe
Okay,
you
and
can
I'll pull my arms out and get ready to catch it.
Yeah, I think that's just a choice right
I mean,
there.
we could always just do some drills real quick and get you better with them.
Yeah, that's a great point. Let me just try to walk just
I'm
across the
gonna
room here.
step away and put my hands up, and I'm like, "Come on, you can do it."
Make an
And I'm
acrobatics
like,
check.
I'm like a kid that's like trying to learn how to roller skate around the edge. I'm like dragging myself along the wall,
Yeah.
and then slowly I close my eyes and I push off. All right, I'm gonna do an acrobatics. Timber.
I got you, and I'm just doing the comic strip of like jostling left to right, trying to see where it's gonna land.
Okay, make a perception check with
patter of feet.
Make a perception check with disadvantage, and if it's lower than 10, he's just fallen.
Okay. Where's my sheet? There. You said with disadvantage?
Yeah, with disadvantage.
Alright, that's a 6.
Alright, Marcus, you fall on your face and you take 3 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's all right. I think I was just a little too late here, but now I'm kind of stuck on the ground actually because
Here, I can get you up, and I'm just gonna pick up the stilts and just like
whoa.
Walk for him, like with my hands on the stilts.
Oh yeah, this is perfect. I think I've got it actually. I think I figured it out.
Boy, oh boy, I'm so excited for you all to come into a den
Fancy
of
party.
a den of revelry and malice, doing a Three Stooges bit. But
Gotta have some levity, you know?
oh, of course. But if you all are ready to go, nothing else to say amongst each other.
No, I think I'm ready. I don't think it's going to be a den of malice.
Yeah, we have no reason to suspect cannibalism and
Yeah.
sex crimes.
Well, not crimes,
Oh.
just fun. But that's the fun part before you get to the room with all the all the evil. I mean, who knows what's going to happen? Because we're certainly not going to get to either of those rooms today. So why talk about them? You all roll up in the early evening as you see a bunch of rich people getting out of coaches. You all are just walking. Just walking.
Well, approximating walking, I think.
Yeah.
Marcus, you gotta slow down. We don't have the same
Stride
gait as you do.
It is late in the evening. Sun is setting soon. You see the guards are checking people to ensure that they have invitations. The mansion is the largest you have ever seen up close. It is 4 stories, looks to be at least 100 yards wide.
And just if you could remind me, because I'm a forgetful person, did she tell us like how we're supposed to enter? Like if we're supposed to say something, or if she gave me something that we.
She gave you this coin, and said basically, this is your introduction. I will take you further inside the party once the party's begun.
Okay, and what's her name again?
Adelaide.
Adelaide. Okay.
Oh,
that's right, Lady Marmalade. Got it.
But you all have pulled up, and these stairs go about a half story up.
Yeah, Arca, I don't think I thought through the whole stairs situation with these.
Oh boy.
Can I just step over all of them? Just one stride?
Well, I mean, it might be easier if you do a couple steps at a time, but you're gonna have to lift your knees pretty high.
Yeah. All right then, we'll just give her a try. And
Could like two of us take one leg each and like carry him up? I mean, I can't imagine he's that. Marcus, I can't imagine you're that heavy. I mean, we have.
oh, that's very kind of you.
It's
Ilthea.
still 5 feet of stick with then a bunch
Yes.
of weight at the top. It's
So
going to be a
his-
bitch to carry.
His 40 pounds will feel like about 100.
Yeah. If you two don't mind just carrying me up, I think that would be great, actually.
I'm going to use my mage hand to try and help him balance. Like, my mage hand is on his shoulder, like, helping him balance whichever way he needs.
Okay.
All right. I'll grab one leg. You grab the other.
And you all march forward towards these guards. The guards are interesting. They are wearing masquerade masks, but they are in the shape of these evil-looking skulls. They wear these tall, furred hats, and they are clearly wearing very thick and very protective armor, but over it they have this silk mixed with very fine cotton woven into what looks like a more elaborate but less practical version of the Praetorian guards who watch the Emperor. They're sort of at once true to their image and parody of the Praetorian guards that watch the Emperor and occasionally very powerful patrician families. As you approach, would you mind moving your tokens, please? In unison. Oh no, Marcus falls over.
No, what happened? They pull my legs apart, so I have to do a split in the air.
I'm excited for Akka to get into a fight and have to use you like Jackie Chan uses a ladder.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Also, look at that fat horse.
Yeah, it's a chunky horse.
It's a chunky horse.
Don't body shame the horses.
Okay, but like, tell
You're
me
gonna
that horse
give them a
doesn't look like it's
complex.
wearing a thong.
But you all approach, and
I mean, it is a sex party.
one of the guards holds his hand out and says, in a thick Yornish accent, "Hello,
Hello.
invitations."
We are guests of the Lady Adelaide, and I will hold up the coin.
Very well. Which of them is your guest?
Yeah, hello. That's me up here.
Right, the two of you. You may go. Only one guest is permitted to a holder of the invitation.
I present my the other invitation.
Ah, my apologies.
Yes, understandable.
I apologize for any inconvenience. Please do not inform anyone of my rudeness. And he kind of like averts his eyes as soon as he allows both of you all to pass.
I guess I'll hook my arm with Marahim's.
Sure.
Yeah, sure.
And then both of you use those arms to hold up the. I'll hold up your stilted companion. And you all walk towards a pair of these massive wooden doors. They are intricately carved and seem to tell the story of an ancient patrician family that before Seldamus was even a town lived in the Hallandor region. And then you pass inside. And by the way, just before anybody says anything, all of these large tokens are like a group of people. Any token,
So there are no giant women at this party.
no giant women, no giant men. But everyone
One
is
giant
ostentatiously
halfling.
dressed.
Abraham Lincoln's here.
Everyone is ostentatiously dressed. Everyone is wearing these intricate masks. And you all have entered, and there is music coming from somewhere that you don't see. And there is a servant walking between everyone with a tray of what you recognize as champagne from the Champagne region of Dasaro. And he approaches you all and says, hello, drinks? The lady will come in to escort the first group of party girls inside. A little deeper in only a moment. So would you like a drink while you wait? And he gives you a big smile, and you notice he is the first person you have seen since stepping foot on the premises that is not wearing a mask.
Yeah, hello. I'd like a drink.
I'm gonna get behind Marcus, and I'm gonna grab the things and hold them steady onto the ground and start leading them forward so that he can just be like at a 45-degree angle so he can reach down for champagne.
Oh, thank you, Eka. Yeah, thank you. I'll just grab one right here, like this. And Eka, I'm ready to go back up when you are.
I rock them back so that he's up straight.
Yeah, perfect. I don't think I spilled a drop, so... well, while you're here, I better just get two, right, Eka? So,
Lean back.
All right, and I have my second glass here. All right, ready to go back up, Eka? And there we go, perfect. All right, thank you. Oh, Eka, could you give the man a tip from the pocket I have right up here?
Just drop it down.
Okay, and I'll do that.
He doesn't have a hand. He's double fisting champagne right now. I'm gonna tap Merhim on the shoulder. Maybe your hand could get the money for him.
No, this is much more fun.
You're right.
I'm gonna
do not accept tips. And he hurries away with his tray.
Well, I snatch up a champagne for myself before he runs off.
Yeah.
Althea also would have grabbed one.
Sure. And as he walks away, you see that there is a man standing. He is dressed very well, but a lot less peacockish than everyone else. Instead, he is in these very well-fitted trousers and a sort of tight blouse, but it's all under a silver weave. The toga that has silver woven into its very fabric. And he is wearing a mask that seems to be the face of a dove. And he looks between the four of you and he says, I heard a familiar voice. And then I saw 3 familiar shapes. And I believe a 4th. I deeply regret that you were unable to catch Caladrius. And I regret, Marcus, that at our last meeting, you seem to be missing. If the mask is making it difficult, perhaps I can remove it for a second. And he takes it off, and it is Julius Sextus. And that's where we're going to end tonight's session, everybody.
That little shit.
That little piece of shit.
This guy's just like that guy that you just want to be like, get out of here. You little.
No, he's the guy that no matter how old they get, you still the first word that pops in your head is twerp.
Yeah.
All right, one of the ministers of the Hallandor Empire, everybody. Certainly not a twerpish man.
Yeah,
He wants to overthrow the king. Of course he's a twerp.
You have interpreted one meaning of one thing. Okay, everybody. Hey, listen, we're going to be back on Wednesday with the Thorns to play another game. So if you would, please stop by and watch that as well. Until next time, I work for PetSmart now.